Breaking news as far as cricket South Africa are concerned, and it's a massive news for them. Heinrich Klaasen has announced his retirement from international cricket with immediate effect. Well, Heinrich Klaasen, who last played Test cricket for South Africa a couple of years ago, he retired from Test cricket in 2024, has now altogether called it quits from the international cricket. He's not going to be playing any more white ball cricket for South Africa, and that's the decision that he has taken here. In a press release, Heinrich Klaasen said, "It's a sad day as I announced that I have decided to step away from international cricket. It took me a long time to decide what's best for me and my family for the future. A truly difficult decision, but it's one that I have made absolute peace with it." And if we take a look at Heinrich Klaasen's career over the last couple of years or so, he was one of South Africa's mainstays in both ODI and T20 cricket. We take a look at the 2023 ODI World Cup. He was one of their best batting performers in the conditions that the World Cup took place, in the Asian conditions here. He's also been a regular feature in T20 cricket. If we talk about his best show, it really came in the 2024 T20 World Cup in the USA and Caribbean conditions. He was one of South Africa's best batters there too, and in the final he almost took the game away from India until a Rishabh Pant injury break and Hardik Pandya spell made sure that India snatched the game away from the Proteas there. But for South Klaasen, it's a career that he can really be proud of in both ODI and T20 cricket. And as far as his place in South African cricket in the ODIs and T20s is concerned, he was obviously pretty much the first choice, knowing that Quinton de Kock wasn't really a regular starter for them in a couple of formats there. So that's where Heinrich Klaasen was given a long go, and he did well in whatever opportunities that he got. So his last ODI appearance, it came in South Africa's loss to New Zealand in the Champions Trophy semi-final that took place earlier this year. Klaasen, a 33-year-old, let's talk a bit about his stats here. He made his ODI debut in 2018, and so was the case in T20I debut that took place in the same year, 2018. He finished his career with 3,000 plus runs in both formats combined here. Got a total of 2141 runs in 60 ODIs at an average of 44, which does speak volumes of the kind of performances that he had for South Africa while batting in the middle order, primarily at 4, 5 and 6. And in the T20s also, he featured in 58 matches, scored over 1,000 runs at an average of 23 and a strike rate of 142, including an 81 that he played against India in 2022. So in case you have just joined us, well, Heinrich Klaasen has announced his retirement from international cricket with immediate effect. He had already retired from Test cricket in 2024, and now he has called it quits from the ODIs and T20I cricket too. Now, Heinrich Klaasen, let's just try and gain some perspective here before we wrap things up. He's just 33 years old, and maybe he still had a couple of years of international cricket left in him. The 2026 T20 World Cup that was set to take place in India, he could have been a key part in South Africa's lineup, and also the 2027 ODI World Cup, which is scheduled to take place in the South African conditions. So maybe South Africa would have required his experience there, but knowing Klaasen, he would have probably, thought about going the T20 route here, becoming a T20 mercenary, something that has been the case with most of the players, specifically from West Indies, that they take the T20 route, play in those global leagues, and maybe make sure that they can be with their family for a lot more time. They don't really have to be on the road for a longer route because there's obviously a lot of international cricket. So maybe just to make sure he's taken this decision so that he can play more T20 leagues and spend some time with the family. But at the very same time, this is this could really be alarming also, because the players not playing international cricket, the key players for the side for their respective sides, is definitely a not good thing. Because in Klaasen, it wasn't just about having an effective keeper behind the stumps, but also an important figure as far as the South African 11 in both ODI and T20s is concerned. Now, who could be the possible replacement for Klaasen in ODIs and T20s? Well, one name that definitely comes to my mind is Ryan Rickelton, who has done well in whatever limited opportunities that he has gotten for South Africa across formats. He also did well for Mumbai Indians before departing for the WTC final. There is Kyle Viraini, who has been pretty much a regular feature for them in Test cricket. And apart from them, I think these are the two options that South Africa will be looking forward to. But then as the time progresses, they would want to look at the domestic cricket also, and at the very same time, a couple of options in SA20. So Heinrich Klaasen has announced his retirement from international cricket. What do you make of his decision, and who do you think is the best fit for Klaasen in South Africa's ODI and T20I 11s? Tell us your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis for the sporting world.